we can remove this film as well. And with this, the installation is complete. We will start by removing the ADAS cover. ADAS cover needs to be removed in sideways, so they will split open. And what we'll do is we'll insert a prying tool. In between, you can move the mirror to an appropriate position and just push it. First, try to open the driver side or passenger side and then move it on the driver side. This is going to be a bit tricky. Need a very sharp tool. This is a bit thick, so probably need something thinner. After this, remove the passenger side ADAS cover, which can be pushed by hands. So just push it a little bit. If it's a new car, it is going to give you trouble. Listen to all the locks and gently push it out. You can start by pushing from the bottom. The top is not going to give any headroom. And remove it. These locks are very tight. Now after this part, you can just rotate the existing mirror and rotate it counterclockwise. This will come out. I'll just show you how the new mirror looks like. This is the new auto-dimming mirror. We have provided a QR code to see the instruction how to transfer the plate. The plate goes here in this nut, and then we will put it back. So we'll just resume in a moment. So transfer this metal clip from this IRVM, the stock IRVM. We just need this. We do not need the screw. You can put the screw back. We are going to take this metal clip and transfer it here. So do it like this way. Remove this nut what we have provided. Transfer this clip. Put the nut back on and tighten it until it stops moving. Then change the position of the IRVM in such a way that we are going to start like this. We will start with the mirror facing passenger side. Adjust it accordingly and then rotate it. Do not move it by the mirror. Move it only with the hand, with the mount. And with this, the IRVM is on. So we are now going to do the wiring. We will have a lot of excess wire here. So it's a good idea not to cut the wire. Keep it there. And in case you run into excess, make a loop like this and use the cable tie what we have provided. The next part is we are going to route the wire. So move the wire to the driver side and just gently push it in the headliners. Use your hands and remove the headliner and push the thick wire. We have already moved the wire through the A-pillar, and now we are going to just tuck it in, move it all the way. Make sure the wire is inside, it's not stuck between the rubber. So we are going to remove this panel, gently pull it out. This is going to come out easily. We will need this spanner now. These two screws removed, you need to pull it out and it will come out from here. This is a different panel, this is a different panel. We have identified the fuse. We are going to strip the wire and we'll keep the negative aside. Now with the wire exposed, just make a little bit of loop as the wire is quite thin. And we have a fuse tab here. We are going to insert this fuse tab, the wire into the blue connector, butt connector. Use a crimping tool like this, or even you can use a plier. So what we are going to do is we are going to crimp this blue connector. We have to press it all the way and then give the wire a pull. It should not come out. With this, we are almost done. The next part is we are going to remove the fuse what we identified. So we decided to go with this 5 ampere. So let's use a plier, hold it firmly and remove it without damaging the fuse. Probably doing it this way is going to work. Okay, so we are going to use this fuse. This is not spare. You are going to insert this into the empty fuse of the fuse tab. Insert it like this. I'm going to put the fuse back in. With this part done, we are going to remove one of the screw. We just need to ensure that it is attached to a metal portion. We can probably use that fuse or one of these nuts. Okay, so we have identified the fuse, which is this one. We also identified that the downside is power in and upside is power out. So we have to connect the fuse tab in this orientation. Now before we do that, we also have to remove this nut. This nut is going to be used for grounding. I am going to unscrew this, hold the wire and reverse the ratchet tighten it again. And with this, our IRVM installation is complete. Probably good idea to rotate it with hands first, tighten it, and then use a screwdriver. So with all the wires set and routed, we need to put the cover back in. So start with the passenger side. Now when you do that on the driver's side, remember to route the wire in. It has to come inside the cover. You have the space for the ADAS cover, you utilize that, and then start pushing it until you hear the locks. I'm turning on ignition, and with ignition on, the light is coming on. If I cover the front sensor, it's going to deactivate the layer. Covering it or removing the hands, it is perceiving light from the environment. Since that side is dark and the back side has sun, it's automatically going to auto dimming mode. We can remove this film as well, and with this the installation is complete.